Hi, Todd Winty here with Path to Progress for April 10th, 2025. I am amazed at how fast the year seems to be going by. It is at once inspiring and also frightening. I'm here in my mobile office today, getting ready to go into my brick and mortar office, my professional office, and thinking very much about some kind of interesting events that have transpired. Tomorrow, I was supposed to be at a competitive event, and it got canceled. And along the way, I had some things that were happening and some things that were supposed to happen that didn't happen. And then I had some opportunities that looked like they were going to show up and couldn't take advantage of them. Tonight I have a work event that I will be participating in, but it means that I can't participate in a volunteer activity that I normally do every week. And I love that volunteer engagement. I work with a volunteer choir, and I sing, and I love singing, and I love the people that I sing with. And as I was thinking about it, I was thinking, well, my goodness, what am I going to miss tonight? This idea of what am I missing is one that has been difficult for me. And in many ways, it has kept me from making different kinds of progress. In our society today, we have the phrase FOMO, fear of missing out, right? And there are people that talk all the time. Oh, I got a bad case of FOMO going on because they want to be someplace else. They want to do something else. They want to be they want to be not where they are and not doing what they're doing. They want to be with someone else or in a place where someone else is that seems to be better. Now, I don't think this is new. Decades ago, the phrase "the grass is always greener" on the other side of the fence or the other side of the wall or whatever, has been with us forever. And so this idea, the fear that somehow what we have now is insufficient, is incomplete, is not as desirable as what we don't have. There's a measure of that can be really useful, because that can drive us to decide that we want to accomplish more things. The idea that perhaps something more desirable, more useful, more valuable is worth putting in some extra effort is part of what drives progress. And so recognizing that's okay. For me today, what I've really been thinking about is not necessarily that aspect of it, but the paralyzing aspect. The aspect of the fear of missing out on something that makes me compromise what I have in the moment. Tonight, I am going to be at a work event that is going to require my attention, my concentration. There will likely be some enjoyment and some fun associated with it as well. If I allow myself to be overwhelmed by what I am not participating in, to the extent that it makes me also not participate in the moments that I've got, I lose both. And that has been a challenge for me for much of my life. What I am trying to learn to do is recognize that wherever I'm at, whatever I'm doing, is where I need to be. It's where I need to be present. It's where I need to give my best efforts. And it's where my best efforts are truly needed, valued, desired. And that if my efforts are needed or desired someplace else, the opportunity will probably arise that I can be there. And missing out on one night or one sliver of an activity doesn't mean that activity is gone forever. It just means that it is separated from me for today. I think that for me, as I've been thinking about this idea and how it relates to progress, it is very much about the fact that if I am so worried about what I don't get to do, if I'm so worried about what I don't have, if I'm so worried about what might be out there otherwise, it prevents me from fully realizing the opportunities and the values and the gifts that I have right in front of me. I'm working on that. And today especially, I'm working on that. I hope this thought is useful. I hope it can bear some fruit for you. If it can't, maybe next time I'll come up with something better. In the meantime, I hope to see you next time. This has been the Path to Progress for April 10th. My name is Todd Wente. Nullum Diem. Hope to see you next time.